Welcome to another exciting episode of Tesla Clash. I'm your host, Kevin in Colorado. Hey, welcome to Tesla Clash. Just a quick 7-minute video today about some more CNBC FUD. Let's jump into it.
Today, CNBC took an electric car on a West Coast road trip. We tell you how it went. Car makers like Ford and General Motors also made gains today and have actually outperformed Tesla shares this year. Both companies are rolling out electric vehicles in the hopes of eating away at Tesla's lead, and so far, it's working.
Why did she seem so excited about that? I'm sure she's a Tesla bull like the rest of CNBC fanatics.
According to Kelley Blue Book, Americans bought more than 118,000 EVs in the second quarter, and Tesla's share of those sales is shrinking. It made up 64% of sales, down from 83% a year ago. But Tesla has a massive lead on infrastructure with its supercharger network. That said, is it actually practical to drive these non-Tesla vehicles on a long road trip? CNBC's Brian Sullivan hopped in an EV so that he could tell us.
We wanted to go out from this mine of rare earths in the middle of the California desert and drive to San Francisco in a fully electric car to test out just how good the grid may be and what it's like to take a longer road trip in an all-electric car. We really began our trip in Mountain Pass, California, which is just a few miles over the Nevada border. We charged to 100, a full battery charge. It felt great in the PoleStar 2, by the way, Volvo's electric brand.
Why is Brian driving a PoleStar 2 for this interview? Maybe it's a bestseller or up-and-comer. Let's look. Car and Driver, 12 best-selling electric vehicles of 2021 so far. All right, let's look. Number 12, could that be the Polestar 2? Nope, it's the Hyundai Iconic with 1,000 units sold. Number 11 is another Hyundai, the Kona Electric, with 4,300 units sold. Maybe the Polestar 2 is in the top 10. Nope. Number 10 is the Tesla Model S, 5,000 units sold with very limited production due to the chip shortage and the refresh. Number 9 is the Porsche Taycan with 5,300 units. Number 8, we have the Tesla Model X with 6,206 units. Also, that was refreshed, so very limited selling in Q1 for Tesla of those S and X refresh. Number 7, we have the Volkswagen ID4 with 6,230 units sold. Surely the Polestar 2 is coming up. No, number 6 is the Audi e-tron with 6,884 sold. Number 5 is the Nissan Leaf with 7,700 units sold. Surely the Polestar 2 is going to make the top 4 here. Nope. Number 4 is the Ford Mach-E with a whopping almost 13,000 units sold. Man, they're really taking a dent into those Tesla sales, aren't they? Number 3, we have the Chevy Bolt with 20,000 units sold. Surely the Polestar number 2 must be number 2 then. Let's look. Nope, number 2 is a Tesla Model 3 with 51,510 units sold. Polestar 2 could be number 1? No, you already knew the answer. The Tesla Model Y, the best seller on the planet, with 76,429 units sold. So why would Brian be doing this infomercial, FUD, CNBC stuff with the Polestar 2? Could it be that you were given it by maybe Volvo? That's really weird for a Tesla bull to be driving a Polestar 2.
And we set off from Mountain Pass, California to Barstow in about 105 to 110 degree heat. When you're cranking the air conditioning, it uses a lot more power, or at least it seems to. Plus you're climbing up some mountains and going down. We learned uphill bad, downhill good. The car regenerated energy on the downhill braking parts, but used more up. We left Mountain Pass with 100%, rolled into the Barstow Walmart at 51%, went about 100 miles. So there you go. This was our first real leg, and we realized, all right, we're going about 100 miles on half the charge, so the range would be about 200 while we're cranking the air conditioning. It's a smooth run to Bakersfield, but we rolled in at, I think, 18% charge. We didn't want to get below that, so we thought about stopping to top off, but then we didn't. Rolled into a Hampton Inn because you had to find a hotel that had a charger. It was a charge point, it was slow, but overnight, about a 9-hour charge, it got us back up to 90%, and it was free. Leg 3 of the trip, I think this is really where the whole thing kind of hit us hard, because we found a bunch of chargers at a Shell gas station, ironically, no problem. We got some water, we got some coffee. And then we just stood there for like 40 minutes, literally baking in the sun. Now we looked across the road and the Tesla supercharging station had a roof on it. I think it was a solar roof, but the point is, it had shade. All right, arriving in San Francisco and thinking about it that first night, here's kind of my take. The electric cars are awesome. They are fast, they are fun to drive, they're quiet, highly technical, some cool features. But on a road trip of longer than 200 miles, you are gonna have to stop. You may have to stop in an area where you don't wanna stop, where there's not much to do, where some of the chargers are not as fast as advertised. Ultimately, if EVs are the future, and they are likely to be a big part of it, if not the whole part of it, it's actually a bigger real estate play. Give people a place to stop, somewhere to shop, something to do. And on our trip, we would have killed for air conditioning anywhere.
Well, that'll be it for today. If you love Tesla, give me a like button. Don't forget to subscribe and sign up for notifications. I'll see you tomorrow for another exciting episode of Tesla Clash.